In this video, I'm going to be telling you how long should you cure concrete? How long should the concrete be cured? So let me start by explaining what curing is. So curing is the process whereby we make sure that the concrete does not lose its water. That's the water in it. It does not lose it rapidly. So we are a way of maintaining the water content in the concrete structure after casting, probably slab, column, beam, or any other concrete structure. So how do we do this? One way of doing this is to sprinkle the concrete structure with water, continuous water, to make sure that it does not lose rapidly the water in it. Another way is to coat it with this wet burlap and wet the wet burlap as well, in order to make sure that the wet burlap provided with the moisture content it needs. Another way is adding curing chemical. We spray it on the concrete when it has gained some strength, in order to enable the water in it, that the water is not lost rapidly. Now, how long should you cure a concrete? Concrete is meant to gain 65 to 80% of its required strength in the first 7 days after casting. Meaning that if you cast your concrete on the first, then starting from on the second, you start to count. Then the next 7 days, the concrete is going to gain 65 to 70 to 80% of its required strength. So meaning that you need to cure concrete for a minimum of 7 days. Meaning after casting your concrete on the first, then you need to cure for a minimum of, so that's from the day 2 to the 8th day, for a minimum of 7 days. Now, when you cure your concrete for a minimum of 7 days, that is going to make sure that the concrete attain its required strength. There is no form of any cracking in the concrete. So one of the way you can also cure is by using formwork. One of the way I've seen is using formwork. That's after casting, you need to leave about 2 days, 3 days. Then on the 3rd day, on the 4th day, then you can now remove the formwork. And what the formwork is going to do is to ensure that the ray of the sun, in this part of the world, we have high temperature. Now the weight, the ray of the sun will not dry off, will not be able to penetrate easily into the concrete, because the formwork is still shielding it. And this is going to also help you to cure the concrete.